and welcome to About Town. I'm Susan Stevens. Kids love to dream of being superheroes, and we'll show you how each year here in Irving, they get a chance to live out that dream at the Superhero Training Party. Just in time for Valentine's Day, we visit Irving's own Lovelock Bridge, and we discover a new modern European restaurant, Monaco. We also have details on the Irving Black Arts Council's Black History Month program and the African American Read-In. And in Feature Flicks, I'll preview Knock at the Cabin and Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Marvel's superheroes are great, but we have a special fondness for some youngsters just learning how to flex their powers. To see them in action, we headed to Mustang Park Recreation Center for its annual Superhero Training Party. Kids of the community have gathered at Mustang Park Recreation Center to meet some super special guests.
We're actually here to entertain some kids, play a few games, kind of build a sense of community, have some fun.
Captain America and Captain Marvel are leading the second annual Superhero Training Party.
A lot of it involves them doing aerobatic activities, a lot of running, that incorporates fighting crime, quote unquote.
We're going to do something with what we call Captain Says, which is like Simon Says, but they of course follow Captain America and Captain Marvel.
We're going to play all sorts of games. We've got a bunch of different things. We've got some face painting, we've got some tag, training the next generation of superheroes.
My Captain America is very much like the Captain America you see in the movies, very strong, American hero. I try and embody the best I can of Steve Rogers.
Captain Marvel is a really wonderful female superhero. I think that's the reason that she goes out to so many events, is they want a role model for their young girls. She's very strong, she doesn't take nonsense from anyone, and that's what I love about her.
Both heroes hope the kids have a good time and take away valuable lessons from this interactive event.
I hope they kind of get a sense of community and the idea that, when they look up to a superhero, they want to see someone who is a role model. And so that's a big thing I want to instill in these kids, like a role model and, good behavior, and of course, playing with each other and helping out each other.
I always want them to be kind to each other and really experience that sense of play. I feel like it's something that we lose as adults. So being able to interact with someone and fully believe that they are that character is really special to me.
The Superhero Training Party means as much to the organizers as it does to the kids.
My favorite part of doing events like this is towards the end, when the parents are literally so thankful and you see the smile on the kids' faces and they always say, Mom, I want to come back next year. I want to come back tomorrow maybe. That's what makes it worthwhile.
I had fun today.
To learn more about upcoming events at Mustang Park Recreation Center, visit cityofirving.org. Did you know Irving has its very own Lovelock Bridge? It was featured on Season 3 of Netflix's hit reality series, Love is Blind. We caught up with a longtime Irving couple who shared their love story and recently added their own lock to the bridge. Lovelock bridges are a way to commemorate your love at a romantic site that you can revisit. Las Colinas is now home to one of those bridges.
It makes complete sense for it to be here because there's no other place like this really in DFW. It's a beautiful place.
I think it's really special, and of course with Roy and I, our love story beginning here and that we've made our roots here, it's an honor to be able to say I can go and attach my special lock to that bridge.
Irving's residents, Cindy and Roy Santiscoy, have just celebrated their 35-year anniversary and are excited to add their lock to the bridge and share their love story.
So Cindy and I met at Crockett Middle School in sixth grade.
I had him in English class, and I really loved it when it was his turn to read.
And then in 7th grade, we went steady.
In 8th grade, we broke up over a student council election. We were in a runoff, and he won. And I don't know, I think that just did it. 10th grade at Irving High School, we got back together.
And have stayed a couple since.
Until we got married when we were 21, when I graduated from UNT.
Since their marriage, Cindy has taught in Irving and Roy has served as a city council member. They both continue to work for the community.
We started a business when we were young. We were about 22, and we still own that business today. Of course, we had kids.
And they're both grown. My daughter got married last summer, and my son still lives here, and my daughter too. So we get to see them a lot, along with our own families.
Having their love lock in the city where their romance began makes this bridge a significant addition to Roy and Cindy's love story. For About Town, this is Susan Stevens. Irving's Love Lock Bridge is on the Lake Carolyn Promenade near Las Colinas Boulevard. Another Irving couple who have a lock on love are Joe and Rose Mahan, who celebrated a milestone anniversary this year.
Rose and Joe Mahan married on January 31st, 1953. They celebrated their 70th anniversary with friends and family.
It was wonderful. We had our 3 daughters with us, and they did a beautiful job of arranging the flowers, baking the cake. One of my daughters baked that cake.
When they were a little younger, Joe played the guitar for Rose. He's still a romantic at heart.
I don't have any favorite thing. No, I love everything she is.
I'll have to say it has been an adventure. Yes, we've done so many things. We've just had a wonderful life.
And they have a special message to share.
Happy Valentine's Day from the Mahans.
Happy Valentine's Day from the Mahans.
Happy 70th anniversary, Rose and Joe. The African American Read-In is back, and Donita Malaghy is with us to tell us what's in store. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you so much for being here. You know, last year was the first time the Read-In was back since COVID.
Yes.
Can you tell us about that event and the theme?
The theme was not really a specific theme. We had 8 books that were read, and we took a break after 4, and we had a special performance by Toni Simmons, a well-known storyteller, and she presented stories and songs and got the audience involved, so that was good. And we also had a special guest from Thomas Haley Elementary School, the Steppers, and they were there to perform as well, so we were glad to have them.
Wow, sounds like a lot of fun. So
Yes.
Can you tell us about this year's event and what guests can look forward to?
This year, we will have the Steppers also, and Toni Simmons again, since the audience enjoyed her so much. And our theme for the books is mainly music, so all of the books except for maybe 1 or 2 are related to music, so it should be good and entertaining.
That's great. Why do you think it's beneficial to kind of incorporate music into books?
Well, it helps to stimulate the senses. And because the books that I chose seem to all be related to music, I thought it would be good to incorporate some of the artists that we're featuring in the books, incorporate some of their music into the program.
Yeah, no, that's great. And I really love the Steppers. I think that
Yes.
I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you.
Thanks. So folks, the African American Read-In will be held at the Jack D. Huffman Community Building Auditorium on Sunday, February 19 at 2 p.m. This week in Feature Flicks, I'm previewing 2 hot new films. One could be a great alternative Valentine's Day watch, and the other is a highly anticipated Marvel blockbuster. The new M. Night Shyamalan horror film Knock at the Cabin is about a family taken hostage while on vacation by strangers who demand they make a choice to avert the apocalypse. With limited access to the outside world, the family must decide what they believe before all is lost. The film stars Dave Bautista, Jonathan Groff, Jeff Aldridge, and Rupert Grint. Early reactions say Bautista is at his finest, and the film itself is dark, brutal, and a real nail-biter. Though M. Night's movies are always hit or miss, Knock at the Cabin is being called one of his best films yet. If you're a big Marvel movie fan like me, then you're pretty excited for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Outside of Wakanda Forever, the other Marvel films that have come out since Endgame have been so-so. But here's hoping lightning strikes 3 times with the Ant-Man franchise. The 3rd installment of Ant-Man has Scott Lang and Hope Van Dyne working together again along with Hope's parents and Scott's daughter. They explore the quantum realm, interacting with strange new creatures and embarking on an adventure that will push them beyond the limits of what they thought possible. The film stars Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly, Michelle Pfeiffer, Michael Douglas, and a new villain played by Lovecraft Country star Jonathan Majors. Director Peyton Reed returns to hopefully give fans another hilarious and thrilling story.
You thought you could win. I don't have to win. We both just have to lose. I'm sorry, Cassie.
Knock at the Cabin is currently playing in theaters. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania opens February 17th. Check out one of Irving's excellent theaters for showtimes. David Lamberti of Lamberti's Restaurante recently opened a brand new upscale dining option at Water Street. We discovered all the restaurant has to offer. There's a new restaurant that's cooking up unique Euro-Italian dishes in Irving.
We have everything from pasta to fish dishes, a lot of seafood options.
David Lamberti opened Monaco in late 2022, bringing another upscale dining option to Water Street.
We wanted to bring that fruity aspect, the craft cocktail, the real driving force of everything that's been in this area, from Dallas to the bigger markets like Frisco. We wanted to bring stuff like that to Irving because all of the workers have, for years and years, have come from Irving and have been the fuel that has ignited all of those things in other areas. So we wanted to bring it back to Irving and really give something to the locals, by the locals for you.
Locals can enjoy a waterfront view with an elegant ambiance while tasting some of Monaco's flavorful entrees.
Our redfish marsala, so it's not what you would expect. Most people, when they think of Italian food and marsala, they think of something that is overwhelmed with a sauce. For this, it's not the case. It's actually cooked in our oven, the wood-fired oven, and then it's finished with some marsala onions. Then the bolognese comes with 3 different meats that we house grind, and we make that recipe. It's a signature part of, it's not traditional in some ways, but in other ways it just explodes beyond tradition. So we're super excited about that with our house-made, just to finish it up, some ricotta. So a lot of house-made items. But also our signature dish seems to be his bone marrow petit frite, which is basically a steak frite. And it's delicious.
Monaco is open 7 days a week, serving lunch, brunch, and dinner. There's even a happy hour from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. all week long, which includes some colorful cocktails.
We came up with the Pretty Ricky. It's a tequila-based, actually, cocktail, but it's super pink and delicious, very refreshing.
Monaco is proud to be serving their one-of-a-kind, made-from-scratch cuisine in Irving.
This area down in Water Street is super interesting. It makes you feel like you can escape from DFW for a little while. It's a completely different atmosphere, and so we wanted to embrace that.
Monaco is located at 5238 North O'Connor Boulevard. To learn more, visit themonacorestaurant.com. The Irving Black Arts Council and the City of Irving team up once again to celebrate Black History Month with a special program. Lenita Johnson and Stephanie Dixon are here with the details. Welcome, guys.
Thank you. And thank you for highlighting us again this year.
Of course. Thanks for coming back.
Sure.
Lenita, last year was a huge success. Can you tell us about the theme and how it was?
Oh yes, last year we was actually talking about and celebrating Black health and wellness. That is very dear to the Black community, as everyone know. So we had a panel of doctors and jokesters came in to tell jokes, our comedians, and then we just brought the community together to really have a conversation. We was coming out of COVID also.
Yes.
So, limited audience, limited things we could do, but the conversation was very, very important. So that one was more more informative, so to speak, but it was great. So this year we're following up on that with our new theme, Art and Purpose.
That's great. Yeah.
Yes. So it's going to be great. I'm excited.
Me too. Stephanie, can you tell us what attendees can look forward to?
Yes. Well, Stephanie Dixon with Styling Diva Productions, and we are the featured entertainment, should I say.
Yes.
And so I have written a stage play called Black History is on Trial. And so with that, it's a courtroom setting. We're going to have our witnesses that are going to take the stand. We have our opposing counsel who feels that Black history should not be celebrated in the month of February, saying that those that we celebrate were defiant and they were troublemakers. And then of course you have me, and I will be for Black history being celebrated to let the audience know that, yeah, they were defiant, you know, they did make some trouble, but it was good trouble, as John Lewis would say.
Yeah.
So that trouble helped Black history, and it helped America. You know, Black history is American history.
Yes,
so a lot of what they did is history. So it's just history.
Yeah, very true, very true. So Lenita, why should people make sure they come to this event?
I'm so glad you asked that, because it's not just about Black history and well, it is all about that. But we're also going to unveil the United States Postal Office heritage stamp, so the United States Postmaster will be there. We're going to serve Black desserts afterwards. So we're going to have like a little on-the-go reception, because every Sunday, folks know we go to church and we have Sunday dinner.
That's it.
So as you leave, please, you deserve a little dessert. So we'll have that going on. And then Antioch Christian Church here in Irving, we have dancers and mimes. So they're going to come in and do a presentation for us. We're celebrating. This is going to be fun. So the mayor, his staff, we've invited everybody. And I want the entire community to come together for this one day, but we've been celebrating it all month. All month.
Sounds fun and delicious.
Yes.
Stephanie, what are you most looking forward to?
Well, I'm just mostly looking forward really to the audience hearing a lot of Black history facts that they may not have known. You know, we hear about Martin Luther King and Nelson Mandela and others, but we really want them to know what they did. It was more than just the I have a dream speech. It was more than just Nelson Mandela spending 27 years in jail. You know, what was his purpose for going to jail? Why did he do it? Why did Martin Luther King stage the sit-ins and things of that nature that caused him to go to jail? And not just that, Maya Angelou. We're going to talk about. She's going to be one of our witnesses as well. And so there's going to be some music and just history, just Black history.
Very important. No, that's great. It sounds like a really great time. Guys, thank you so much for being here today.
So that's going to be Sunday in Dupree Theater at 3 p.m. I'm so excited for everybody to come out.
Yes. Folks, you heard it. The Black History Month program and reception will be on Sunday, February 19th at the Dupree Theater at 3 p.m. For more information, visit irvingblacarts.org. Time now for our new feature to keep you in the know about cool things happening about town. The other cool thing about this is that our guide is our very own Levi Gomez, former ICTN intern and current ICTN cameraman. Take it away, Levi.
Le Ballet Trocadero de Monte Carlo is making their return Friday, February 17th. The show is here at the Carpenter Hall. It's an all-male drag troupe. The Irving Arts Center presents the Kingdom Choir. The show's here at the Carpenter Hall, February 26th. They had a huge performance at the Royal Wedding. The Entertainment Series of Irving presents Derek Spence, a George Strait tribute artist. The show's here at the Carpenter Hall, Saturday, March 11th. The Las Colinas Symphony presents Anthony Adario de Bassoonist. The show's Saturday, March 18th, here at the Carpenter Hall. We'll be playing classics such as Mozart and Butterworth.
And once again, we want to let you know about another change on ICTN. We have a new look on our cable channels to make it easier to find what you're looking for and to identify what you're watching. You can watch ICTN Now to catch the latest edition of About Town, City Source, and Game of the Week. Spectrum cable subscribers can find ICTN Now on Channel 16. For Frontier, it's Channel 30. ICTN Meetings features City Council and work sessions live, so you can see city government at work. If you miss the live meetings, repeats will also air on ICTN Meetings. That's on Spectrum, Channel 95, and Frontier, Channel 31. ICTN Classics features vintage city, sports, and arts coverage for our 40-plus years of programming. It's a great way to see how Irving has evolved since 1981 and recall people who were part of Irving's history. Find ICTSN Classics on Spectrum, Channel 96, and Frontier, Channel 32. And that wraps up this edition of About Town. Thanks for joining us. Please be sure to tune in next time as we feature the Irving Black Arts Council's annual Black History Month art exhibit and program. Meet the artists and see the performances. We'll also check out the fun at this year's Frost Fest. As always, we'd love to hear your feedback. Tell us about events going on around the community, people we should profile, or stories you'd like to see on the show. You can email us at ictn@cityofirving.org or connect with us on our social media. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. We'd love to hear from you. We'll leave you tonight with a look at David Brighton's Space Oddity concert. For About Town, I'm Susan Stevens. Have a great evening.
Love me do, you know I love you, I'll always be true, so please, you know he loves to be loved, loves to be loved. Mick Rawson.